I see all of your notes here and the happy birthday. Yes. Okay. Yes, it's my birthday. Am I the only one that gets annoyed by the birthday stuff? It's fucking annoying. Oh my God. It's annoying. Do you know what's the most annoying part? It's annoying soup to nuts. Like, I don't care that it's my birthday and I don't want anyone to do anything for me or any of it. I don't want any of it. One of the reasons is because I don't want to do it for you. I don't care about your birthday. And I say it with all the love and respect in my heart. I can love you as a human being. I'm happy to do things for you and spend time with you and show you my appreciation. But why does it have to be on one specific day? And why do we all have to take it's for I would think you would stop caring when you're about 12. And that's about the last time I cared about my birthday. Or maybe when I was 21 and I could drink. That was an important day. I was just saying, Big Jim, that after I got past the age of 12, there was there is, now that I think about it, only one birthday that I gave a flying crap about. And you know what one that was?
21st.
21.
Yeah.
That was a big one. I could put away the fake ID. I didn't have to worry about that crap anymore. And that was one that meant something. Maybe, well, I'll take this back. 16 to drive, 18 to vote.
Yeah.
21 to drink. 25 to rent a car. Like, okay, those things have some value. But the rest of it, what are we doing? I don't get the birthday parties for adults. I don't get the carrying on about birthdays for adults. I could give two fucks about my 50th. I'm 56. Your cruise. When I turned 50, I didn't care. When I turned 40, I don't care. I just want to get on to the next day and do the next thing. And I certainly don't, and I again say this with all the love and respect in my heart, want to do anything for you on your birthday. So when I get all the birthday stuff coming my way, now I feel obligated that I got to tell you happy birthday or get you something or take you out. I don't want to do any of that. So don't do anything for me. I won't do anything for you. It is just another day unless you're turning 21 and you can drink, and then I'll buy you one. Otherwise, please.
You should really live in a cave, like alone.
I would like so much more alone time. It's not even funny.
So I cared about 16. I cared about 21. I had an existential crisis at 30. I thought turning 30 was like,
Why?
because it's like I feel old. Oh my God, what I'd do to be 30 again. 40 I had no problem with. The only other one I feel like I care about, and this is morbid, but whatever, is what you just turned, 56. If I make 56, that's a win because my mom died at 55. And so my sisters have passed it. And will I beat that? So, that one weighs heavy. But other than that, I don't want anything for mine. I like celebrating my wife's. Hers is Christmas, so mine's New Year's Eve. So we have this mutual boning when we were we were kids that you get thrown to the wayside because it's the holidays,
right,
and everything gets lumped in. So I don't really care about mine, but I feel bad that my wife's falls on Christmas and it was left by the wayside. So I always try to do something special for hers, but I don't want anything for mine. And adults that have big to-dos for their birthdays, it's a bit much.
Oh my God, I can't stand my wife's birthday. I fucking hate my wife's birthday. Oh,
it's so perfect.
I've got to get her. I've got to buy something because we don't have enough stuff. She doesn't have enough. So I got to buy her something. Oh, I just want a card. No, you want me to buy you something. I just want a card. And then I get a card. It's like, okay, that's a nice card. But then I have to buy the card and write something. Why can't I tell you how much I love you and how much I value you as a person on another day? Why does it have to be this day? It's like the requirement of the day. Oh, I can't stand it.
You're celebrating another trip around the sun, getting older. And getting older is tough, which leads me to my first...
Do that on a random Tuesday some other time and just stop and smell the roses. I do that all the time, and I'm happy to do that thing and spend that time. The obligation of the day is what I've discussed with you now. It's just like, oh, you've got it. Mark it in the calendar. Next Tuesday, I have to do this. Oh, God. And now that calendar just fills up with every day you've got to do this. And I just want less of them. Go.
So which leads me to, it has to do with getting old and how getting old sucks. My first note on talking on the off-air show tonight is a leakage in the ninth, which I experienced this afternoon after I had my protein shake and went to the gym, pulled into my spot where we live, and I shit myself. I'm ashamed to admit it, but I'm going to admit it because it happens. And because I used to laugh at my friends that would say this. One of my friends who...
Hold on, back up. You shat your headline. You shat yourself today.
Yeah, I shit myself
Would
today.
you please back up and tell me when and how it happened?
So I went to my Mondays and Wednesdays. I see my trainer, and I usually follow that up with a protein shake. Now, this protein shake that I get at this place uses this type of protein product. If you ever had a protein shake, it gets everything a little bubbly. I don't have a breakfast. My breakfast is an iced coffee and a Zyn. That's what I have, and I usually get my poop out then. That's how I snake charm out of poop. I've talked about it on this off-air show many a time. Sometimes, though, with the protein shake, there's a little extra in there, and that protein shake gets things a-moving. And so I had some spicy food last night for dinner, and that combination of that protein shake and the remnants of the spicy food was like nuclear Armageddon in my insides. And so what I thought was a fart was not. It was poop. And so when I did it, I immediately felt the wet heat, and I just went, I just shit myself, is what I said out loud.
Where were you now?
In my car, in my driver's seat.
Driving home from the gym?
No, I pulled into my spot at the complex we live in, and I put it in park, and I turned off the car, and I was like, ooh, let me get this gasser up before I walk in the house and offend my wife, and I shit myself. So, yes, to my friend Derek, who I ragged on for years, once he got into like around late 40s, 50s, he's like, you start to worry, bro. You're like, you got to put a man pawn in. I'd be with him sometimes, and after a night of drinking, and
A man pun.
this is what he referred to it as. He's mad at he's mad at the late great Tony Siragusa, who did the commercials for what is essentially the man pawn, which was a thing you could wear if you tend to leak. And sometimes if you drink too much the night before, too much greasy food, what have you, like my buddy, I would see him. I'm like, what are you doing? And he'd be like, you'd see like going way deep in there. He's like, I'm putting in a man pawn. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, I fold up a bunch of toilet paper and I put it up there because it gets a little leaky. And I'd be like, you're gross and old and getting fat. And that's never going to happen to me. Well, today I shit myself. So, yes, it did happen to me in a much more gruesome fashion because I thought I was letting out a fart. It wasn't a fart. It was piss shit is really what it was. And, yeah, so there you go. There's your content for the off-air show today. Leakage in the ninth from yours truly. It finally happened. For all those years of ragging on my buddy for saying he needs a man pawn, today I needed a man pawn. Something to save my underwear and sweatpants from the hot shit that leaked out of my ass, which I thought was just a fart. Protein shakes, hot food from the night before, terrible combination. Never do it.
Was your wife home?
She was. And
So then how do you get from the car to the house? How do you...
penguin waddle. And so we have a hard... there's
what? Penguin waddle?
Penguin waddle. So there's a long stairway to get to the second floor where she was working today. And usually I come in, be like, I was out for a little while, smooch on the cheek. Hey, I'm home. What are you having for lunch?
Wait. You went and gave her a smooch on the cheek?
No. This was...
Oh, I see.
Penguin waddle, hot. And then again, I actually got lucky in the grand scheme of things, because then what followed once I did actually get to the can was just a nightmare, like just explosion. So yeah, it's been I got to lay off the spice, I think is what's happened. Don't mix it the next day with a protein shake. So yeah, that happened today. That was my day. That was my afternoon.
Is there any point to the story that you just want to share?
No, it was content. I thought it was funny.
No, it is content.
I thought it was funny. I can't be the only person that's ever happened to. It was that was a first. I never thought it would happen to me ever. I've had scares before, night of Guinness, sometimes too much heavy beer or something like that. Again, fast food, beer, drinking. I've had to run through. I remember running through Caesars in Vegas once, where I was like, this is imminent. This is going to be real bad. And then I made it. I've had those, but never let me just squeeze. Oh no, what have I done? That was a first today.
Never trust a fart with a bubble gut, says Derek.
That's really what it was. It was bubble gut. I thought I could. Yeah, so Derek knows.
Rocky, is that your Derek?
No, I don't think so.
Rocky says nicotine and caffeine will get you.
No, that's what gets it going.
Too many beers the night before?
No, I haven't drank since probably last Thursday.
Ryan says every fart is a risk.
No, then you should see a proctologist.
Matthew says, don't worry. I crapped myself last night because I had tacos with jalapenos and guacamole for lunch and was stuck in traffic.
It happens. I'm glad I'm not alone. Thank you for sharing. See, this is why we have this community, so we can have these conversations.